Okay, so yesterday we had an exam. I want to know what was your feedback? Did you find it tough? Anyone wants to say anything about the exam? Did you find it tough? Did you find it easy? How was it? Ansul, if you may tell me, did you find it tough? Ansul, if you're there, please tell me. Okay, Pritiman has come. Pritiman, tell me, did you find the exam tough? What is the honest feedback about the exam? Nobody wants to say? Abhiksha, what is the feedback about the exam? Did you find it tough? How was it?
No, so this was my first time attempting the questions like this. The questions were good, sir, but many of the questions were direct, and I also found a bit confusing in some questions. Like some questions were a bit confusing also. Maybe, sir, I think I have forgotten certain concepts. It got messed up in my mind, maybe because of that.
Okay, anyway, we'll go through all of them and probably you'll.
Yes, sir, that would be great.
Anyone else? Manoj, did you appear the exam? Anyone else who appeared the exam wants to say how the exam was? Manoj, tell me. Manoj has raised the hand but is not speaking.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Did you appear the exam?
No, sir, I am not unable to attend the exam and I am practicing in offline.
Okay. No issues, no issues.
Due to cause of cookies problem.
Cookies, you should have accepted the cookies.
No, no, cookies ଟା disable ହେଇଥିଲା ସେଥିପାଇଁ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ
Oh, okay, you should have enabled it.
ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସଲ୍ଭ ହେଇନି ସାର୍.
Okay, next time I'll probably teach you how to do that. You have to go to the browser and in the settings you have to enable the cookies.
ହଁ ସେ how to do that I don't know.
Okay, no issues, no issues. Uh, we can probably take a session on that if because I believe a lot of faced problems while I mean a lot of people face problems while appearing the exam. So we'll take a session previous before I mean next exam definitely we'll take a session how to appear the online test. We'll do that. Anyway, I think time has come 7:03. So without wasting further time, let's just start with our discussion today. That will be actually discussing the questions that were put yesterday and what will be the answer and how to reach them. So the first question was what can be pleaded in a plaint or written statement? The options were facta probanda, facta probantia, non-performance of a condition precedent, and circumstances in which the intention of a person is inferred. Anyone wants to answer this? If, if you know,
Yes, sir.
what will be the answer?
Facta probanda.
Facta probanda. So, non-performance of a condition precedent, don't you think you have to plead that as well? And ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି ଯେ condition precedent ଟା ଯଦି fulfillment ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ plead କରିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ but non performance ଯଦି ହେଇଛି then you have to plead it. So the correct answer would be facta probanda and non performance of a condition precedent. Facta probantia you need not plead. Fourth ରେ ଯୋଉ ଅଛି circumstances in which the intention of a person is informed. Intention ଟାକୁ ଅଛି ବୋଲି ସେଟା you have to plead. But circumstances in which the intention of a person is there, that you may not plead. You need not plead. So the answer would be 1 and 3 only. So the answer would be B, 1 and 3 only. Next is which of the following deals with institution of suits in CPC? It's a direct question. The answer is 26. I hope all of you have answered this question. Next is which of the following deals with written statement in the code of CPC? Again, a direct question. That is order 8, rule 1. Fourth question is the defendant shall within dash days of the date of service of summons on him present a written statement of his defense. It is 30 days. It can obviously be extended to 90 days or further time period as the case may be if the court desires it. But if we study the rule and if we take out anything from the option, then it will be 30 days only. Fifth is a bit tricky, which said that A wants to transfer a suit originally instituted in Rourkela, Odisha to Ranchi, Jharkhand, to which court he may make an application for. This is coming from, I believe, section 23 of CPC, which says that if ଦିଟା appellate court ଗୋଟେ appellate court under ଦିଟା court ଅଛି ଆଉ ସେଠି ଆପଣ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ ସେମ୍ appellate court ପାଖରେ କରିବେ ମାନେ ଯଦି district court ସୁନ୍ଦରଗଡ଼ ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଦିଟା କୋର୍ଟ ଅଛି ଆଉ ଏଇ କୋର୍ଟରୁ ସେଇ କୋର୍ଟକୁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରିବାର ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ district court ସୁନ୍ଦରଗଡ଼ ପାଖରେ ଯଦି different ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଦିଟା different appellate court ଅଛି ଦିଟା district ର କୋର୍ଟ ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ପାଖରେ ଆଉ ଯଦି ଥିଲା ଦିଟା different ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଅଛି ଯେମିତି କି ଏଇ କେସଟା ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ଦିଟା different ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ ସୁଟଟା ଯୋଉ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ହେଇଥିଲା ସେଇ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ତ ଏଠି ଆନ୍ସର ହବ ନାଇଁ ଯୋଉ ଫିଫ୍ଥ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ର ଆନ୍ସର ହବ B, Odisha High Court. Then is constructive res judicata principle is given under which section of CPC? It's again a direct question. Explanation 4 of section 11. ये जोड़ा को जोड़ा अपन नहीं पारी था बट नहीं लेनी such grounds जोड़ा such grounds of attack से जोड़ा को constructive res judicata रे तापरे what is the pecuniary jurisdiction of a civil judge senior division? Again a direct question which is D. हमरो जो pecuniary jurisdiction section 6 बोले सेतरे अछि unlimited jurisdiction था. Next is which of these are suits of civil nature? I'm पढ़िचे suits of civil nature रे कोड़ा कोड़ा suits of civil nature. Rights of Sebaith in Jagannath temple, yes, that is one. Suits relating to political question, no. I'm कहते exclusive political question अल्लाह बनी. Suits for specific relief, yes. Suits for restitution of conjugal rights, yes. So answer would be 1, 3 and 4 only. Third. तापरे what are the remedies available to the plaintiff if the suit is dismissed? And actually the suit टा dismiss होची ताले plaintiff पाखरे कौन कौन remedies अछि? केते बेले जेते बेले suit टा dismiss होची for his non appearance. एटे दीटा क्वेश्चन अछि गोटे अछि जदी जदी both side रा non appearance पई किंबा सर्विस ऑफ समन हेनी ता पई जदी हेची सर्विस ऑफ समन हेनी ता पई जदी होची जो 1 and 2 रे that 2 and 3 रे that is different. But एटे जदी non appearance पई तार हेची ताहेले ता पाखरे कोन कोन अछि सेट साइड करि परिबो अपील करि परिबो रिवीजन करि परिबो रिव्यू करि परिबो किंतु फ्रेश सूट टा गोटे जिंस जोडि से करि परिबो हम पढथि फ्रेश सूट टा करि परिबो नै तो हियर एटा हबो 1 2 and 3 1 2 3 and 4 with respect to decree defined under CPC choose the true statement about propositions कौन कौन proposition अछि first होची in order that a decision of a court may be decree it must have determined the rights of the parties interested दीटा पार्टी भितरे rights determine करिया दरकार yes true expression right means substantive as well as procedural rights two एटा एटा नुह काइना खाली substantive rights को determine करेगा तो एटा भूल गेला third होची rights of the parties under section 2 of CPC includes limitation jurisdiction accounts तो को जिंस ऊपर decree drawn करा जाय परिबो limitation ऊपर करा जाय परिबो jurisdiction accounts इस ऊपर करा जाय परिबो तो एटा भी गोटे ठीक proposition the answer would be 1 and 3 are correct and 2 is incorrect that is C तापरे आसला decree means and includes कौन decree means and includes first होची formal expression of an adjudication which so far as regards the court expressing it conclusively determines the rights of the parties with regard to all or any of the matters in controversy in the suit which is true it include करे any adjudication from which an appeal lies as an appeal from an order हमें सेटा पढ़थिले कि जे decree does not include this so this does not include does not come under a decree eta decree hobani kana पढ़थिले कि decree does not include this third type any order for dismissal of default सेटा ही पढ़थिले that this is also not included as a decree किंतु fourth रा में पढ़थिले जे rejection of plaint is included तो 2 और 3 टा decree नुह but 1 and 4 टा तो आंसर हो जी एठी C 1 and 4 the courts of small causes under section 3 of CPC is subordinate to which of the following High Court, District Court, neither A nor B, both A and B. You would answer karo eta direct question ta. Somebody answer.
So both A and B.
Yes, good.
Both A and B.
Both A and B section 3 रे पूरा directly होची. ये किए कार subordination of courts से section रे कहला. 13. Whether court can without exception try all suits of civil nature. It's a tricky question. It's just a matter of language. So tell me, what will be the answer?
Sir, maybe. Answer would be maybe, sir, section C.
Why maybe? What will be your justification? तार justification कौन? Maybe जो कुछ कौन पे?
Sir, करी पारे के जैसे के न करी पारे try. Whether it can go or it can.
Question टा कहूची जे whether court can without exception try all suit of civil nature. ता माने किसी exception नहीं जदि civil nature रा suit आसिला ताहेले try करिया को बाध्य. Exception किसी नहीं है बोली. किंतु it is not true. It is not true. Section 9 रे कहूची जे exception अछि ना. Right? जदि section 9 रे exception देइची अब एठी question पचार जे without exception it can try all suits of civil nature. The answer would be no. It's a tricky question. किसी simple language को language twist करके question टा पचारला whether court can without exception try all sorts of civil nature. जदि पचारथंदा whether court can with exception try all sorts of civil nature. ताले आपण कोन कहथन आंसर?
Yes,
Okay.
Hetal.
Yes. Because सेठी civil nature सब try करिवो किंतु केतेटा exception रहि जायछि section 9 रे जोटा try करि. So you have to be very careful. This question. Make sure whether you are vigilant about the question. You have to read the question thoroughly. Though हमको बहुत कम time मिलियो, but still you have to read the question thoroughly. सेटा आपण को सब बळे mind रे रखियो पड़िबो. Next is if the suit is dismissed due to default of the plaintiff and if there is subsequent suit between some parties, then this same parties, that some no same parties. केतरा typo actually हेछि सेटा भी परे notice कली कि आउथरे हमको proof read करार थला, but time रो shortage manpower shortage kete kon kariya. So it sometimes get difficult to again proofread. So if the suit is dismissed due to default of plaintiff and if there is subsequent suit between some same parties, then decision in the first suit kon hoba question. Answer kon? Somebody answer?
Does not amount to res judicata.
Does not amount to res judicata. How ki koi anybody wants to differ kariyo jao jodi
Amounts to res judicata, section A, sir, option.
Oh,
Sir, does not amount to res judicata.
Does not na amount. जी amount को जो तार reason दियो, दिए does not को जो तार reason. Amount दी जन कहले बोधे, amount जने कहले. जी कहले तांगर reason दियो तू.
Dismissal for default. It a decree under रे आसुजी. तो सेति में एटा amounts to res judicata हे पारे.
Yes, actually it will be hit under res judicata if the fresh suit करी पारिबो नहीं on the same thing. यदि सेतरे कला it will be hit under res judicata काहे कि ना मु गोटे कथारे कहथिली जे dismissal due to fault जदि default of both the parties अछि then fresh suit हे परिबो. But जदि default of the plaintiff रे होची plaintiff असलानी ता पई हेची तेनु ता पाखरे सेठी fresh suit करियार चांस नै subsequent suit करियार चांस. It will amount to res judicata. Next is multifariousness. Probably this is the only question which was not discussed in our class. It is a किए तथापि कहि परिबे multifariousness माने कोन? एतु आंसर कोन होबो? बस कथा कहि परिबे आंसर कोन?
Sir, I think misjoinder of parties.
Anyone else?
Sir, D.
हाँ, D हबो.
Yes.
Sir, D.
The answer would be misjoinder of parties. Multifariousness रो literal meaning होची involving a lot of things. Basically माने it's a mixture. एटा घांट भलिया. So multifariousness means जदि misjoinder of a lot of cause of action or a lot of parties are there, then in that case it will be multifariousness. Multifariousness जदि आपण हमें इंग्लिश रो मीनिंग टाइम बुझिबा then we'll be able to answer. सेट से कहूची जे किछि जिंस जदि एक्स्ट्रा बहुत गुडे रहि गला then that is multifariousness. So ता माने होची जे misjoinder of causes of action as well as parties. Parties भी बहुत गुडे रहि गले ताले multifariousness होची. cause of action जोड़ा दरकार नहीं सोड़ा भी रही जाइए disjoint रही जाइए in that case also it will be multiple reasons. Next is for the purpose of amendment of pleading under order 6 rule 17 the commencement of trial takes place when you want to answer.
When the issues are framed.
Yes, when the issues are framed, then only trial begins. Affidavit evidence file no, कि affidavit and evidence are tendered by witness सेतल भी no, कि cross examination begin कले no. सेतल तो trial start ही कि और बहुत आगु को पड़ेगा. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେତେବେଳେ କହିଥିଲି ଯେତେବେଳେ CPC ରେ ଆମେ step by step ପଢୁଥିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି ଯେ trial ସେତେବେଳେ ହିଁ begin ହେଉଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ issues frame. ତ order 617 ରେ ସେଇଆ କହୁଛି ଯେ trial ସେତେବେଳେ begin ହବ. Trial begin ହେଲା trial ପରେ କଣ କରିପାରିବ କଣ କରିପାରିବନି ସେଟା କହୁଛି ଆଉ ତା ପାଇଁ trial ମାନେ ହେଉଛି when the issues are framed. Next question is what the court can do when neither party appears when it is called. Simple एथरे कौन कर परिबो एठी dismiss कर दे परिबो तो दी पार्टी आसिलेनी dismiss कर परिबो direct question.
Dismiss on
Yes. 18 a claim by way of dash may be allowed even if it is time barred when there is a fiduciary relationship between the parties. Again a question which involves the language only. Language the fiduciary relationship आपण बुझ देबे ता माने कोन ताले आपण आंसर ता कहि परिबे कि कोन आंसर कोन.
Equitable set of.
Yes, equitable setup. Jata ki mane fiduciary relationship mane what a trust build ହେଇଛି. There is no proof of that or there is nothing for the party to show that he can claim a set off. But still then if it is being allowed even if it is time barred that is because that is based on trust. So only an equitable set off can be allowed even if it is time barred and it is based on a fiduciary relationship. So that is an equitable setup. Order 2 Rule 4 CPC in a suit for recovery of immovable property, a plaintiff is not entitled without the leave of the court to join any claim except এটা expect পুনি আউট টাইপ হইছে এটা হবে expect except হবে এটা except কোটা it's a direct question again order to rule 4 ରେ তিনটা ଜିନିଷ କହିଛି mean profit or error of rent ଟାକୁ ବି ଜଏନ୍ କରି ପାରିବ. Claims for damages for breach of any contract under which the property is held सेटा भी करि परिबो. Claims in which the release sought is based on the same cause of action. तो चारिटा को all of them चारिटा को जॉइन करि परिबो तीनटा को जॉइन करि परिबो किंतु ता छडा अलगा किछि थिले सेठी लीव ऑफ द कोर्ट दरकार सेया कहिथि तणु ए तीनटा को आपण विदाउट लीव यू कैन जॉइन. So the answer would be all of the above. 20 where a party from whom a written statement is required under rule 1 or rule 9 of order 8 CPC fails to present it within the time fixed by the court एठी कोर्ट कौन कर परिबो judgment भी कर परिबो or such other order in relation to the suit as it thinks. That's a direct question. Section रू पूरा आछि सेतु तो 1 2 3 टा कर परिबो तो आंसर would be either A
Section C.
C टा होबो. Yes, either A or B. Where a suit is dismissed under order 9 rule 2 CPC or order 9 rule 3 CPC the plaintiff एठी प्लेंटिफ जदि चाहिबो प्रेस सूट करि परिबो बोली कहितली आपनको जदि ऑर्डर 2 किमा रूल 3 ऑर्डर माने रूल 2 किमा रूल 3 रे हला सेठी करि परिबो बट जो रूल 9 रे अछि जोथरे माने प्लेंटिफ रो डिफॉल्ट पई होची सेते बेले सेठी प्रेस सूट करिबो तो एठी फ्रेश सूट आनी परिबो अप्लाई टू सेट असाइड फॉर डिसमिसल ऑर्डर एटा भी करि तो आंसर वुड बी आइदर ए और बी प्रिक्लूड तो न तणो से करि परिबो तणो आइदर ए और बी वुड बी द आंसर. Then comes on the ground of jurisdiction under section 13 CPC कौन हे परिबो both judgment in rem and judgment in personam दीटा को judgment in rem कोन against the whole world state the judgment भी against judgment in personam कोन between the parties जोटी गोटे डैमेज खाली गोटे पार्टी अगेंस्ट क्लेम करथिबो किबा गोटे डिक्लेरेटरी सूट हेतिबो सेडा होची जजमेंट इन रेम डिक्लेयर अगेंस्ट द होल वर्ल्ड बट जजमेंट इन पर्सन होची कोन डिक्लेयर बिटवीन द पार्टी तो एठी तीनटा को जिंस दीटा जिंस कर परिबो पर्सन नेम रे भी रेम. Sweeping change introduced by CPC Amendment Act 2002 is with the object to okay कहि परिबे
give more power to civil court ए हो सर
ओके एक्चुअली मैक्सिमम जिंस ते कराई जोटा कि कट शॉर्ट करूची डिले सेठी डिले जो बहुत होतला ताकू एड्रेस करिया पे 2002 टा अमेंडमेंट आस्थिला. The answer would be to cut short delay in disposal of suit. Though we had not discussed this, तो एक गोटे क्वेश्चन आपण जानि देवा कथा कि एमती क्वेश्चन भी बेले पचार दूची प्रिलिम्स रे आसी जाउची क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर वेरी ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड प्रोबब्ली हमें जते कांसेप्ट बुझथिले भी इनका आंसर करिवा पॉसिबल होबो. तो केतरा जिंस आपण को यू हैव टू नो इट and you have to remember it. So these are certain kind of questions जोटा कि आसी पारे कहा केमती हमें ताकू डील करिवा will discuss in the due course. Next is service of summons of a civil suit on the defendant thereto can be ordered by publication in a newspaper when केवे के कोंदु
I think defendant to be willing to bear the cost thereof.
cost thereof तो सेटा तो अलग कथा but
Sir,
सेतेबेले
B.
डी हबो.
D होबो सर
B.
D. Help to take steps.
ये ठीक होची सेटा ठीक हबो. डिफेंडेंट
C,
जेतेबेले
sir.
अवॉइड करूची सर्विस किंबा ऑर्डिनरी वे रे सर्विस हेई पारुनी ताहेले जाई की कोर्ट करिवो. हम पढिथिले ऑर्डर 5 रे पढिथिले जेतेबेले डिफेंडेंट जानि सुनि के अवॉइड करूची किंबा ऑर्डिनरी वे रे सर्विस हेई पारुनी किंबा जदी सर्विस भी करिवा इट विल बी just frustrating the proceedings of process of the court. Then in that case newspaper रे publish करके भी court क्या कहबो जदी कहबो दै newspaper रे publish. The answer would be this. Fresh suit on same cause of action is not barred. केतेबेले बार नुह same cause of action रे fresh suit. Plaint in earlier suit has been rejected under order 7 rule 11 rule 11 it actually 2 रे लागुची इंदरा rule 11 तो order 7 rule 11 रे rejection of plaint कोची rejection of plaint तो सेतरे भी हमें पढिथिले rejection of plaint रे हमें करि परिया fresh suit. तापर असला earlier suit has been dismissed owing to failure to take steps for service of the defendant. तो service defendant ऊपर service करिया पई जदी failure take step हेतिला जोटा कि rule 2 of order 9 सेतरे में करथिले order rule 2 और rule 3 रे कहिथिले fresh suit करि परिबा. rule 9 रे करि परनथिले किंतु एथरे करि परथिले. तो order 2 of rule 2 of order 9 तापर the earlier suit has been dismissed owing to neither party appearing when the suit is called for. एटा होजे rule 3 of order 9. तो तीनटा रे करि हबो fresh suit. तो एटी all of the above हेगला आंसर. This is our discussion on CPC रे एतिटा क्वेश्चन सरला. ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी ट्रांसफर ऑफ एथरे हम बेसिक टिके प्रॉब्लम बेस्ड कर देछु प्रोबब्ली एठी लोक माने टिके कंफ्यूज हेतिबे आई बिलीव ट्रांसफर प्रॉपर्टी टिके प्रॉब्लम बेस्ड एंड इट शुड बी लाइक दैट बिकॉज़ आई वांट यू टू रिमेंबर द कांसेप्ट बेसिक तणो असला कोन ए ट्रांसफर्स प्रॉपर्टी टू बी फॉर लाइफ and after his death to C and D equally to be divided between them or to the survivors of them. C dies during life of B. D survives B. At B's death, the property कौन हुए? कौन अब आंसर?
The
Pass to D.
shall pass
to D, sir.
Yes, shall pass to D. से तो कहिथिले जे जे सर्वाइव करिवो ता पाखु पळेबो दी जण पाखु दिया हेतिला किंतु गोटे लोक जदी मरि गला आ गोटे लोक सर्वाइव कला then the property will go to D. A direct question. डायरेक्ट इलुस्ट्रेशन भी सही इलुस्ट्रेशन रहितला सेटा कहीं उठाई पुरा हिच तणु एटा भी मे बी हमें डिस्कस करिने ए लीडिंग केस ऑन रेस्ट्रिक्शंस repugnant to interest created के कहि परियो पढथिले जदी के पेपरी
second
ऑप्शन डी ना ऑप्शन होजी एटा तुल वर्सेस मक्से एथरे कोन हितला गोटे गार्डन टा ट्रांसफर करियो कहिथिले गार्डन टा ट्रांसफर करियो कोथला बी को ट्रांसफर करियार थिला सेतरे आगरु गोटे गार्डन ट्रांसफर करियार गोटे कोवेनेंट थिला केसटा आपन फैक्ट कहि दोछि कोन हितला गोटे गार्डन रे गोटे कोवेनेंट थिला जे गार्डन रे केबे भी किछि बिल्डिंग के बनै करि नोबडी कैन कंस्ट्रक्ट एनी बिल्डिंग सो दैट तार फ्री यूज हे परिवो पार्क जेंति होछि से पार्क किमा गार्डन टा जुडा सेटा सेंति ही यूज हे परिवो केही किछि बिल्डिंग करि परिवो से कोवेनेंट टा थिला बेले से ताको ट्रांसफर करथिला बट सेटा जतले एक्सप्रेसली ताको मेंशन हेइ नथिला तो इन दैट केस सेतरे स्टिल कोर्ट होल्ड करथिले जेतु एटु गोटे रेस्ट्रिक्शन अछि जोटा कि तार एन्जॉयमेंट पई नेसेसरी एंड इट वाज देयर आ ताकू एमिति किछि रेस्ट्रिक्शन करनी कि ताकू टोटली को वे रे भी एन्जॉय करिवोनी इट इज अ रीजनेबल रेस्ट्रिक्शन सो दैट वाज हेल्ड टू बी वैलिड सो द आंसर वुड बी टोल प्रोसेस मक्से लीडिंग केस ऑन रेस्ट्रिक्शन repugnant to interest. Next is A gives rupees 500 to B on condition that B shall obtain B shall marry A's daughter एथि गोटे टाइप होइछि एटा obtain नै We shall marry A's daughter G. On the date of transfer, G was dead. तो आपण दीटा जिंस एटी भूल हेछि जोटा अभिष्टा कहउतला probably it is right केते केते जगह टिके टिके टाइपो पई मे बी कंफ्यूजन हे जाई पारे एटा ए दिटा जिंस ए दिटा वर्ड रहिबोनी एबे पढंतु A gives 500 to B on condition that B shall marry A's daughter G on the date of transfer G was dead एठी ट्रांसफर कोन हबो void हबो ना हबो void हबो काहे कि G ऑलरेडी मरि जाईची G को मैरी करबा तो पॉसिबल नहीं ए डेड पर्सन को तुम केमति करिवो तो सेठी सेक्शन 25 रे कहितला कंडीशन जो थे कि इम्पॉसिबल जेंति कि कहितली कोन कंडीशन पुडा हम एग्जांपल देथिले A said that I'll transfer this property to you if you run faster than cheetah which is not possible ଆମେ ଆହୁରି ଭିତରେ ପଢିଥିଲେ ଯେ ସେଟା ଇଲିଗାଲ ହବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ସେଟା ଫରବିଡେन ବାଇ ଲ ନ ହେଇଥିବା ଦରକାର ତ ଅଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦିସ୍ ସେଟା ସବୁ ଯୋଉ ଥିଲା ଫ୍ରଡ ହବା କଥା ନୁହଁ ସେଇ ସବୁ ଯାହା ଯୋଉଟା ପଢିଥିଲେ ସେଇ ସବୁ ଦେନ୍ A by settlement deed transfers property to B for life then to S ତ ଏ କଣ କଲା ଏଠି ଆମେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଏମିତି ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି क्वेश्चन गुडाକୁ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଟିକେ डायग्राम ड्रॉ କରିଦେବେ देन पूरा इजीली जानिबे A the settlement deed transfers property to P for life एटी P को लाइफ इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट कला तापरे S ताकू S को देला एटी कौन कहउची ना क्वेश्चन पचाउची S dies before P dies so S died S is dying here S is dead केतेबेले P मरिबा आगुरु S मरिगला तो एठी हमें फर्स्ट जानिया दरकार यदि लाइफ इंटरेस्ट करके S को दिया हैची वेदर इट इज a vested interest or a contingent interest S has a vested interest or contingent interest ये आंसर करो आंसर कौन है S टार यदि
vested interest
yes vested interest काहे कि ना ता लाइफ पर तो ताको S को मिलिबार ही अछि पी तो जाले दिन दिन मरियो ना तो S रो जदि vested interest थरे क्रिएट हे जाईची तो हमें पढिथिले जदि से मरि भी जाउची still then it will go to the heirs of S so एठी answer would be valid since S interest is heritable काहे ना vested interest हमें पढिथिले vested और contingent रो डिफरेंस देले पढिथिले vested interest ता heritable किंतु contingent interest depends on the circumstances जदि contingent ता vested हे जाउची ताले it can be inherited but जदि vested न होची ताले inherit हे परिबोनी so in this case S जदि मरि भी गला still then because he has vested interest that will be transferred to the heirs of the H तापर आसला which one of the following is not an actionable claim a claim for mean profits a claim for arrear of rent share in partnership a claim for return of earnest
share of partnerships
A claim for
They
means
claim
for means profit.
yes
mean profit.
directly पूरा claim for mean profit टा हबनी मु कहितली आपन claim for mean profit is not an actionable claim but arrears of rent टा आपन rent टा को आपन it is not in your possession and civil courts will ground afford it as a ground for relief so all of these conditions will be satisfied so सेटा तो हबो share in partnership भी सेया जो दो आपन पाखरे नाही still it is a share that you can claim earnest money आउट काहाकू देइचंती सेटा आपन पाखरे नाही किछि प्रूफ नाही बट सेटा को आपन क्लेम करि परिबे so सेटा भी हबो कोटा नाही क्लेम फॉर मीन प्रॉफिट सेटा आपन करि परिबे कहितले जो गाई रो खीरो जोडा अछि से खीरोडा को आपन क्लेम करि परिबे vested interest is defeated by कौन कले vested interest टा डिफीट हे death of the transferor death of the transferee either A or B neither A nor B
ऑप्शन बी
transferee का death डिफीट हे जाय
But
आपको एग्जांपल
neither
दो
A nor B.
यस एटी ए जदी गोटे बी को गोटे vested interest देइची थरे देला vested interest गोटे क्रिएट कर देला डजंट मैटर बी मरु डज नॉट मैटर ए मरु यदि ए मरि गला स्टिल तो ता पाखु जीव ही जीव यदि बी भी मरि गला ताले भी बी रो एयर पाखु जाउची सो एठी को भी केस रे इट इज नॉट डिफीटेड vested interest cannot be defeated मु पढितली once vested cannot be divested जते बेले contingent interest थिले सेतेले हमें देखि थांते जदी एठी contingent interest जदी के मरि थांता ताहले things should have been different but vested interest रे किछि असुविधा rules of perpetuity sex पूरा एटा rules of perpetuity पूरा क्लियर पूरा
14
section
sir
40
14
yes किछि और उधर confusion नहीं which of the following is true under the provisions of TPI first होची right to future maintenance can be transferred कोन true ना false
False, sir. Cannot be.
false
false.
false
False.
it cannot be transferred all interest in property restricted in its enjoyment to the owner personally cannot be transferred by him
True.
True.
true yes an easement cannot be transferred apart from dominant heritage
True.
True.
true
yes A mere right of re-entry for breach of a condition subsequent cannot be transferred to anyone except the owner of the property affected thereby.
True.
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 So ଏଠି 2, 3, 4 ତିନିଟା true ହେଲା ସେଟା false ହେଲା. ଏଟା ଆପଣ ସବୁ section ର cumulative reading କରିଥିଲେ ହିଁ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ. It's a very conceptual question. Under the provisions of section 7 of TP Act, the competent person to transfer means किए एठी? Competent person to transfer किए? Every person
Both
competent to
can be.
contract. Every person entitled to transfer all property or authorized to dispose of property.
Sir,
Now,
so B option.
Yes, both 1 and 2 are correct.
Both.
Then coming to next question, within the meaning of provisions of PP Act, an immovable property does not include standing timber, grass, standing timber, vehicle and crop, standing timber, growing crop and grass, only grass. Answer kano?
C.
Standing timber, growing crop. Chapter 2 of the transfer of property shall not be deemed to affect any rule of Mohammedan law, Christian law, Hindu law, none of the above.
Mohammedan law.
Yes.
Modian law.
The Transfer of Property Act came into force on direct question again. 1780.
B.
1718. Tapre under section 3 of TPA, attested in relation to an instrument means attested by at least
Section
B.
B.
Two or more.
Yes. According to Transfer of Property Act 1882, instrument means कौन है?
Non-testamentary.
Non-testamentary instrument. Absolutely. ଯଦି ଆମର ଟେଷ୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟାରୀ ହେଇଯିବା ଟେଷ୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟାରୀ ତ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର ଅଫ ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ଆକ୍ଟ ଡିଲ୍ ହିଁ କରେ ଆମେ ପଢିଥିଲେ ହିଜ ସକ୍ସେସନ ଆକ୍ଟ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ସକ୍ସେସନ ଆକ୍ଟ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ ସକ୍ସେସନ ଆକ୍ଟ ଏଇ ସବୁ ଗୁଡା ଡିଲ୍ କରେ which of the following can be transferred under the provisions of TP Act କୋଉଟା ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର ହେଇପାରିବ ରାଇଟ୍ ଟୁ ମିନ୍ ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ସ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର ହେଇପାରିବ ମୋର ଖାଲି ରାଇଟ୍ ଅଛି ସେଟା ଆକ୍ରୁ କରିନି ତେଣୁ ସେଟା ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର ହେଇପାରିବ it cannot be transferred decree for mean profits decree ମୁଁ ପାଇ ଯାଇଛି this I can transfer of property to a prostitute for future cohabitation. Can it be transferred?
No.
Because it is forbidden by law or immoral, opposed to public policy. The lease of a farm for the retail sale of country-made mahua liquor. Can it be transferred? Lease deli mu कहली कि सेठी तोर No, it cannot be transferred. तो एठी गोटे ही रहला decree for mean profits सेठी transfer. Which of the following it is a valid example of contingent interest as defined by transfer property? First, कौन कहला? A gifted his property to his son को देला with the condition that the possession of the property will be transferred to him हवा कथा only after A's death. तामाने ए मरी गला परे खाली तार पोजीशन टा जीवो बट ट्रांसफर करि देछि तो पोजीशन टा डिफर हेछि किंतु एठी ट्रांसफर टा हे जाइछि इट्स ए वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट बट सेकंड केस रे हमें तापर देखिबा कोन कहला ए कोन कहला 40000 गोटे बैंक अकाउंट रे रखिला 40000 आ कोन कहला जे सेटा बी को ट्रांसफर हबो केते बेले जेतले से को 18 इयर्स हबो त हमें ए केस रे पढिथिले ताको 18 इयर्स हबो ना नहीं सेटा कोन के जानि जी 17 दिन मरि गला 17 एज रे मरि गला so in this case he has a contingent interest only if he attends 18 years then only he will get that profit. So answer here would be B. Ram leased a farmhouse to Bharat on the condition that he cannot dispose of his interest over the same. Which of the following is true in regard to that? जदि कहला जे तमे तार गोटे लीज देली आ कहली जे सेटा को तमे आउ ताकू डिस्पोज करि परिबो नै which of the following is true? Tell me. Condition na put kari paribo na kari paribo?
C, sir. Such condition is void but
C.
valid and for the benefit of the lesser.
Yes, and पढिथिले जेतेबेले लेसर बेनिफिट पई ट्रांसफर करूची सेतेबेले लीज रे सेतेबेले लेसर बेनिफिट पई से रिजर्व करि परिबो जे तमे डिस्पोज करि परिबो in this particular manner. That was fine. 18 asila Rocky transfers 90,000 to Balboa on condition that he shall marry with the consent of K, G and F. G dies. Balboa marries with the consent of K and F. एटा पूरा स्ट्रेट कोड आछि कंडीशन प्रेसिडेंट मने पड़छ ना नहीं
Section 26 sir.
कंडीशन प्रेसिडेंट रे कोन कहथिला स्ट्रिक्टली फुलफिल होवा दरकार ना सब्सटेंशियली फुलफिल होवा दरकार
Strictly fulfill was the first one.
ना कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट स्ट्रिक्टली फुलफिल होवा दरकार कंडीशन प्रेसिडेंट स्ट्रिक्टली फुलफिल हवा दरकार नाही सब्सटेंशियली ता माने एठी बी मरी गला आ से के एंड एफ रो कंडीशन नहीं गला तो एठी सब्सटेंशियल फुलफिलमेंट हे गला तो सेठी
ए
मन रखियो पड़िबो दीटा तो कहितली कंडीशन प्रेसिडेंट रे सब्सटेंशियल माने स्ट्रिक्ट दरकार नाही कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट रे दरकार ता रीजन कोन भी कहितली रीजन होची जे लॉ सबले चाहे फ्री फ्लो ट्रांसफर प्रॉपर्टी हो बुझ परछंती तो कंडीशन प्रेसिडेंट टाकू आपण फुलफिल करबा जदी दरकार पड़ी जीवो ताले सेटाकू आपण जदी न फुलफिल कर परबे त ट्रांसफर ही होबनी सेतपई से कोन करथियो ताकू कोन करबो ना स्ट्रिक्टली न करके सब्सटेंशियल कले चली बट once vested should not be divested सेटा भी गोटे कंडीशन एटा भी गोटे लॉ रो रूल तन सही केस रे सब कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट रे कोन करा जाय स्ट्रिक्ट फुलफिलमेंट दरकार जदी थरे जण को दिया हेची आउ गोटे कंडीशन हैपनिंग रे आउ जण को दिया हबो सेटा कंडीशन सब्सिक्वेंट इन दैट केस इट इज स्ट्रिक्ट फुलफिलमेंट किंतु एठी गोटे कंडीशन प्रेसिडेंट अछि सेतपई बालबा विल गेट 90,000 for 19 which of the following is true in regard to the doctrine of election it is given under section 35 true or false
Yes.
yes true
the person is required to elect only if he receives the benefit in the same capacity and directly true or false
False.
False.
why false why false it is true डायरेक्टली हेले ही तो से इलेक्ट करिया दरकार जदी मु कहितली ना ता बापा ता पुओ को दे देला ताले मते कोन इलेक्शन करिया दरकार किंबा मु एम इन माय पर्सनल कैपेसिटी रे मते इलेक्शन करिया कोइ कि मते मी एज ए प्रिंसिपल मते से 10,000 टका देतला फीस रे तो डू आई नीड टू मेक एन इलेक्शन नो ओनली इफ इट इज गिवन इन my capacity same capacity and directly then only I am required to perform an election sethipai this is also a true statement he is deemed to have elected if the person on whom the benefit has been conferred has enjoyed it for 2 years without doing any act to express dissent. It is true or false?
True, sir.
True. କାହିଁକିନା 2 ବର୍ଷ ଯଦି ରଖିଥିଲି କିଛି କହିଲିନି ପ୍ରାଇମ୍ ପଢିଥିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ତାକୁ ଧରାଯିବ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ସେ ଇଲେକ୍ସନ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ବି କଣ୍ଡିସନ କରିଥିଲେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ ବର୍ଷେ ସେ ରଖିଦେଇଛି କିଛି କହୁନି ତାପରେ ପଚାରିଲା ବେଳକୁ ବି ସେ କିଛି କହିଲା ତାହେଲେ ବି ସେଟା ଧରାଯିବ ତ ଏ ତିନିଟା ଏଠି ଟ୍ରୁ ଅଛି ତ ଆନ୍ସର would be 1 2 1 3 19 ର ଆନ୍ସର would be 1 2 1 3 20 on a transfer of property an interest is created subject to a condition that the person taking it shall perform a certain act but no time is specified for the performance of the act the condition is broken when example टा कोन ए कहितला जे तमे बी को कहितला जदी तू लंदन जीवु ताहेले मु तते प्रॉपर्टी टा देबी ए प्रॉपर्टी टा देबी तो एठी कंडीशन टा केतेले ब्रोकन हे जीवो जदी बी को कहिवो निजर पासपोर्ट टा चिरी देला पासपोर्ट चिरी देला तो एठी renders it impossible permanently or for an indefinite period so in both cases it will be deemed as if the condition is broken कोन कहला आ गोटे एग्जांपल देबा ए बी को ट्रांसफर कला कहला ए प्रॉपर्टी ट्रांसफर हबो जदी तू मो झियो को बाहाबू ए रो झियो अछि गोटे झियो ऐश्वर्या अछि ताकू बाहाबू जदी बोली कहला तो बी कोन कला ना जाय कि बाहाय गला दिशा in that case see it he is rendering it impossible for an indefinite period so in this case it will be deemed to be broken so answer would be both answer would be both A and B तापर आसला which of the following is true with respect to actionable claim it is a claim to any debt or beneficial interest in movable property not in the possession of the claimant true or false
True, sir.
true such claim can be recovered by means of a suit or action true or false
True.
True, sir.
it is enforceable by court of law true or false
True.
true so all of the above would be the answer तापर section 18 of the transfer of property act deals with direct question again कोन transferring property for the benefit of the public which of the following statements is true regarding definitions given under the TP act an instrument means both testamentary and non-testamentary true or false
False.
false तो खाली एटी नॉन टेस्टामेंटरी वाला Term actionable claims include debt secured by mortgage on the residential house. Mortgage ta hobani boli kahitile. Other than mortgage boli kahitile. Mane achi?
False.
No. Term attached to earth will not mean tree and shrub. True or false?
False.
And it will mean tree and
False.
shrub as well. Term attested means attested by true or false.
True. True.
True.
It would be the answer. Rule against perpetuity as given in section 14 of the Transfer of Property Act applies to immovable, movable, both A and B, unconditional to A, conditional to B. कौन होगा?
Immovable property.
नहीं कि movable property है नहीं? तो किसी कोई नहीं कोई कोटी लिखा है जे movable की
Both A and B. Both A and
Both
B.
A and B.
तो 800 टका ମୁଁ जो କହୁଛି ଯେ 800 ଟଙ୍କା ଦେବି ଏତିକି ଟଙ୍କା ଦେବି ଏଟା କଣ ହେଇପାରିବନି movable ବି ହେଇପାରିବ both A and କୋଉଠି ତ ଲେଖିନି ନା ଯୋଉଠି ଲେଖିନି ସେଠି both ବୋଲି ଧରା ତାପରେ transfer of space succession valid void voidable either A or B
Valid.
chance of succession जो हम पढ़ते
Valid.
हैं
Void.
Valid.
how is it valid हम पढ़िଥିଲେ space succession ଆମେ transfer କରି परिबेनी chance खाली सेटा गुटे chance of succession cannot be transferred section ଆମେ पढ़िचे सेतरे तरे कोन कहउथला जदी गोटे A टे A कोन करची एठी अछि B रो B होची ता स्त्री एठी B रो गोटे ही के अछि भाई नहीं A रो गोटे भाई भी अछि C गोटे भाई अछि आउ जदी एठी नॉर्मली A मरले कहा को जीवो B को जीवो प्रॉपर्टी किंतु एठी कोन कला ना जदी C को जी देखो A तो मरी गले B को जीवो जदी B मर जाए ताहाल तो मु पाई परिबी ना so I have a chance so but here is it is just a chance of success here it is not sure that it will succeed so mere chance of succession will not be valid and it will be void देखले आपण सब क्वेश्चन आंसर जानी थिबे it is just about being patient being actually thoroughly reading the question and then reacting to it fast because बहुत कम टाइम मिलुची आपन मेंस रे भी आपन से हा बहुत कम टाइम मिलिबो 100 टा क्वेश्चन आंसर दवा पड़िबो आपन so in that case जदी आपन if you don't do it quickly then problem create हे so still एथरो मु बहुत डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन करियो ट्राई कर because I thought कि first exam ta let's make it a little easy and a lot of you have done tremendously well किए first second third हितले ना कोन तू तांकर एड्रेस मते मेसेज कर देबे it will their bare acts will be sent to them okay आउ किछि डाउट जदी आ ऊपर अछि please let me know if there is any doubt about all of these questions Manas sir yes please tell me what is the doubt
Sir, restudy kata mana ଟିକେ ବୁଝି ପାରନି ମୁଁ जो लाटिन टर्म सर सेଗୁରା ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ବୁଝି ପାରୁନି ମାନେ
रेज्यूड कार्ड आपण पढना सेक्शन 11 खेलाडे आपण थिले की क्लास रे
ନା ସାର୍ ସେ କ୍ଲାସ ମୁଁ ନଥିଲି ସାର୍
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ସେଟା ଆମେ ବହୁତ ଆଗରୁ କରିଥିଲୁ ଲକଡାଉନ ବେଳେ କରିଥିଲୁ nevertheless ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମୁଁ କେବେ personally I'll give you a brief
Sir.
idea about rejudy kata
ସାର୍ ସାର୍
ସେଟା ବହୁତ ବଡ ଟିକେ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଟା
Sir,
ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ nevertheless ବୁଝେଇଦେବି
Sir.
କେବେ ଫ୍ରି ହେଇକି ମତେ କଲ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
मनोज किसी क्वेश्चन ଅଛି मनोज प्लीज आस्क व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन रेज हैंड करचंती
No, sir. No.
हैंड रेज करचंती तो हम कहले अच्छा ओके फाइन एनी अदर person if there is any question or we'll end the session today Dharitri ma'am has a question please
सर नमस्ते
namaskar
सर कालिका जो एग्जाम मु देइथिले किंतु आपण एबे जो डिस्कशन करला को जाना पड़ची हां एगरा सब आसुची बोले किंतु कालिका एग्जाम टाइम रे जे प्रॉब्लमेटिक क्वेश्चन जदी पड़ला माने हड़बड़ी रे लागिला कि नै एगरा किछ आसीबनी माने बेसी प्रॉब्लमेटिक क्वेश्चन ही जाउची किंतु एबे जेतले थोरली बसी के बुझिला नै एगरा सर पढी छंती कि नै हां हम बुझी पारछु कि करि पारिमु बोले एटा ही असुविधा काली हे
that is the pressure of the exam ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଦେଖିଛି ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଛୁଆ ଏକ୍ସାମ ର ପ୍ରେସର ରେ ସକମ କରିଯାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଛି ସେମାନେ I have been ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଥିବି ସେମାନେ ପୁରା ଭଲ ପଢୁଥିବେ ମୋ କ୍ଲାସ ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ପଢୁଥିଲି ମୋର ମନେ ଅଛି there have been people who are बहुत बढ़िया brilliant छुआ तो एग्जाम आसीबो देखला को मार्क्स कम. That is the pressure of the exam. Only you have to ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମକୁ ଯେତେ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ଦବା will be acquainted with this. ଆମେ ଯେତେ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ଦେଇ ଦେଇ ଯିବା ଏଟା ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଇଏ ରେ ମାନେ ଅନଲାइन कंडीशन ରେ यू आर ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଲାଗୁଛି ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ଅଫଲାइन କରିବା there will be a time will be doing it offline also. So still ସେତେବେଳେ ଭାବନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରେସର ଆହୁରି କେତେ ରହିବ ଯଦି ଛୁଆ ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ବସିଥିବେ ଟାଇମ ଲାଇନ ଫିକ୍ସ ହେଇଥିବ we'll do that subsequently. Just now ଆପଣ ଏଟା ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ତ ହେଲା it is just a warm up. Don't take it କି ଆପଣ କିଛି ମାର୍କ ଖରାପ ହେଇଗଲା ମତେ ଏବେ ଆସୁଥିଲା ବଟ୍ ମୁଁ କରିପାରିଲିନି କିଛି ନାହିଁ. It is exams ର ମାନେ ହିଁ ହଉଛି ଯେ you have to know how to take the pressure. That is what we are learning. Because ଆମେ ସବୁ ପଢିଛେ ସବୁ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଜାଣିଛେ ଖାଲି ପ୍ରେସର ଯଦି ନେଇ ସେଇ ଦିନର ପ୍ରେସର ଯେ ନେଇ ପାରିଲା those will do well ଆଉ ଯେ ପ୍ରେସର ନ ନେଇ ପାରେ ସେ ଖରାପ ସେତିକି ହିଁ ହୁଏ ଆଉ କିଛି ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ନଥାଏ between a successful person and not someone who is successful. ଆ ଭିତରେ ଏତିକି ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ସେଇ ଏକ୍ସାମ ପ୍ରେସର ଟା ନେଇ ପାରନ୍ତି ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ସମସ୍ତେ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି but the pressure of exam is what gets to it. But anyway, with practice we'll definitely conquer.
sir cookies problem ଟା କେମିତି solve
Cookies problem Badri will help you with that. I'll ask Badri to help. Badri, if you're there, please let us know that you'll help Manoj. Badri is there. Okay, Badri or Durga, any one of them will help you how to solve the cookies problem. Manoj, you please see the admin list. There will be two persons, namely Badri or Durga. You contact any one of them, they'll help you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So, Smita, ma'am, yes, please.
Sir, ଗୋଟେ क्वेश्चन ଥିଲା मे बी आई एम रॉन्ग କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ରୁଲ ଅଫ ଇଷ୍ଟପେଲ ଦେଖୁଛେ ସେତେବେଳେ ସାର୍ ଦେଖୁଛେ ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ ପାଖରେ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ନଥିଲା ଯଦି ସେ ତାକୁ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଦେଇଛି ଦବା ପାଇଁ ସେତେବେଳେ ତା ପ୍ରପର୍ଟିଟା ଆସୁଛି ତା ପାଖକୁ ସେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରୁଛି କରିବାକୁ ବି ବାଧ୍ୟ କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ସ୍ପେସ ସକ୍ସେସନ ଦେଖୁଛେ ସେଇ ସେମ ଜିନିଷ ସାର୍ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତା ପାଖରେ ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରିଦେଲେ ସେଟା ପୁରା ଭଏଡ ହେଇଯାଉଛି ଏଟା ସାର୍ କେମିତି ରୁଲ ଅଫ ଇଷ୍ଟପେଲ ତ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରିହବ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ଆସିବ
ହଁ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଏଥିରେ ତ ସେତେବେଳେ ବି ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଆମେ ପଢିବା ସେଟା ସେ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେତେବେଳେ କଣ ହଉଛି ଯେ ମୁଁ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଥିଲି ବଟ୍ ବାଇ ଦି ବାଇ ମୋ ପାଖକୁ ପରେ ଆସିଲା ମୁଁ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଥିଲି କେତେବେଳେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ନଥିଲା ବଟ୍ ବାଇ ଦି ବାଇ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଆସିଲା ଦେନ୍ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ବାଉଣ୍ଡ ଟୁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର ତ ସେଠି ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ନଟ୍ ଏଠି ଚାନ୍ସ ସକ୍ସେସନ ବି ନାହିଁ କି କଥା ଆସୁନି ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେ ନର୍ମାଲି ଆପଣ ଡିଜନର ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ କଣ୍ଡିସନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଥିଲେ when you were not in fact the owner and ସେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଥିଲେ ସେଟା ଡିଜନର ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ଏବେ ଲ କୁ ଗୋଟେ ଚାନ୍ସ ମିଳିଗଲା କି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ସେ ପ୍ରପର୍ଟି ଆସିଗଲା so law is here saying କି ତମେ ପ୍ରମିସ ତ କରିଥିଲ to make sure କି as far as possible the promises are honored that principle is there which we'll study later କି ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଅଷ୍ଟେନେବଲ ଓନର କହୁଛନ୍ତି କନସେପ୍ଟ ଟା ଅଷ୍ଟେନେବଲ ଓନର
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
yes so ସେଇଟାରେ law is honoring trying to honor a promise as far as possible ତା ମାନେ ନୁହଁ ଯେ ସବୁ କେସରେ ଆମେ ଅନର କରିପାରିବା ବଟ୍ ଏଠି ତାର ତା ପାଖରେ ନଥିଲା ପରେ ଆସିଲା ବୋଲି ତାକୁ ଅନର କରା ବଟ୍ ଏଠି ଚାନ୍ସ ସକ୍ସେସନରେ ଦେयर ଇଜ ନୋ ଚାନ୍ସ ଆଉ ତା ଆଗରୁ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଆଲାଉ କରିଦେବା ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କୁ ତାହେଲେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଏମିତି ଚାନ୍ସ ଟାକୁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରିକି they will take money and it will be resulting into multiple suits because ସମସ୍ତେ କହିବେ ଯେ ଚାନ୍ସ ମତେ ତ ଆସିବାର ଅଛି ମୁଁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରିଦଉଛି ମତେ ଏତିକି ଟଙ୍କା ଦେଇଦେ ସେମିତି କରିକି 1000 ଟା କରିଦେବେ ଚାନ୍ସ ଆସିଲାନି ତାପରେ ମିଳିଲାନି ତ ସୁଟ୍ ଟା ଖାଲି ଚାଲିଲା ତ it will only give multiple proceedings ସେଠି ତ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଛ ସେଠି ଗୋଟେ କେସ୍ ସେ କରିବ ହିଁ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଥିଲୁ କାହିଁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କଲୁ ତ ଏବେ କୋର୍ଟ ସେଟାକୁ ଅନର କରିବା ପାଇଁ କହୁଛି ହେଲ୍ପ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କହିଲା ଯେ ପ୍ରମିସ କରିଥିଲୁ ଏବେ ତ ଆସିଗଲା ବାଇ ଦି ବାଇ ଏବେ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର କରୁ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ଏଇ ଆମେ ପଢିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଅଷ୍ଟେନେବଲ ଓନର ପଢିବାକୁ ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଦେଖିବା ତାପରେ ଆଉ କିଛି ଶ୍ରାବଣୀ ମ୍ୟାମ୍
सर नमस्कार हेलो सर नमस्कार
नमस्कार नमस्कार
सर मोर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 रे डाउट अछि
कोंदु कोनडा जोडा सीपीसी ना टीपी रो
सीपीसी रो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1
तो फैक्टा प्रोबांडा सेटा रे
आज्ञा सर
कोनडा डाउट आपन को कोंदु
सर सेटा थर्ड ऑप्शन केमती होची आई एंड ट्रिपल आई सेटा ओनली मु भाबुची आई केमती ट्रिपल आई केमती होची सर सेटा
ट्रिपल आई करे मु कहि देली जे परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ अ कंडीशन प्रेसिडेंट दैट नीड नॉट बी प्लीडेड but non-performance of a condition precedent, that has to be pleaded. ଆପଣ ସେ ଇଏଟା ହିଁ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ କୁଆଡେ ଗଲା जो act रे ही देखନ୍ତୁ order 6 को जान order 6 रे देखନ୍ତୁ order 6 रे कहूची order 6 रो rule 6 condition precedent. Any condition precedent, the performance or occurrence of which is intended to be contested shall be distinctly specified in his pleadings by the plaintiff or defendant, as the case may be, and subject thereto, an averment of the performance of conditions precedent necessary for the case of the defendant shall be implied. Hey, conditional precedent meaning is here. So it goes the fulfillment of condition precedent achi, that need not be pleaded. But the non-performance type I allege karuche, then that has to be pleaded. They say order 6 ro rule 6 ro hi concept as that the condition precedent achi, then you did not plead it. Tara performance type apna plead korchanti, then it can be implied. Tara condition guda apna darkar nahi. But jetale apna non-performance type plead korchanti, then you have to specifically plead them. So plain written statement रे आपण condition precedent रो fulfillment टाको plead करिया दरकार नै, but non performance टाको plead करिया दरकार. So that's why facta provanta तो हबो ही हबो. Facta provanta हबोनी. Circumstances in which the matter of a person is intention of a person is involved, सेटा तो हबो ही नहीं. काना हमर जो malice knowledge से गुडा को तारो circumstance गुडा plead करिया दरकार. But performance of a condition जदी non performance टाको आपण allege करछंती, then you have to plead that. Okay
sir.
performance टाको plead करा दरकार सेक्शन से जो ऑर्डर रूल 6 रे कहूची बट नॉन परफॉर्मेंस टाको you have to plead it specifically. Any other question? Sitasmita sir has a question. He has raised the hand. Okay.
No sir, no sir.
Okay, so that ends our discussion today. Thank you. From tomorrow we'll continue with the TP Act, that is apportionment, if I am not wrong, 36 37. We'll discuss all of that. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, sir.